In this fourth Photoshop tutorial, we have a bunch of things already going on. I chose a background and then different foods from Spain. And so probably the first thing I want to do is to put everything on the same page. So that's the fabric I'm going to use for the frame. And then some churros. I got to separate that and then drag it over. Oh. I forgot our churros there. Once you use something, you might want to just close it. Here we go. Oh. There we go. So, for starts, at least, I want to make everything the same size. So I'll grab the smallest proportion size. I really don't even know what that is. I'll have to see here. That one. This one. And this one. That's probably the smallest. So I'll put that on the top and then select everything but that. Notice I've got it in layers so that each layer I can select and it doesn't select stuff from the other layers. So I'll select that and go down to my next layer and delete, and that will make that the same size, and then go down to the other layer and delete. And now I've got 3 pictures the same size. And I can put those pictures wherever I want. I don't know. I'm going to put them down here to start. Oops. At the bottom of the page. So now I've got this fabric, and the fabric is what I wanted to use for the frame. So if I take that frame, kind of make it the size I want to make it. And what's cool about this is I can select the layer for that picture, click on my magic wand. Okay, now I have everything but the picture selected. So if I go select, inverse, I have the picture selected. And I can go back to my frame and then hit the delete key. And that will give me the frame, and that will fit for all of our 3 pictures on the bottom. And that way we can duplicate the frame and just put that on our pictures. So I've got the picture here, and I'll go duplicate. I'll put that under that picture. I've got the middle picture. Put that for that picture underneath. And then I've got a third picture on the right. Duplicate. And the reason I want to make a frame is I can do a drop shadow, bevel and emboss, all that stuff to these. So let's take, I don't know, let's start. This one goes here. This one goes there. That one goes there. There and there. Okay. And this one, I don't think that's anything. So each layer has its own frame, and we can kind of decide what kind of stuff we want to do. Oops, if I go to layers, layer style, bevel and emboss it. I want to do that. Now I want to do drop shadow. And there we go. So I want to just do that for everybody. Let's do this one. Layer style, bevel and emboss. You can adjust these two. Just for sake of speed, I'm using the default settings, and those seem to work anyway, but you can do what you want. I have one left. And layer style, bevel and emboss. Oops, and we've got our drop shadow. Okay. So now we've got these. The reason I wanted to have them all lined up, like each frame underneath its corresponding picture, was so that I can make those one layer. So there's a setting here, and it's called merge visible. So those are the only ones visible. So I can go here and then merge visible. That way I can move them around. Make them bigger, make them smaller. Oops. And oh, if you don't have it selected, you won't be able to do merge visible. Last one. Selected and merge visible. Okay, so now I've got three pictures. If I move these around, the frames will go with them. See how that works? So if I want to, say, kind of curve this one like that, and do the same thing with this one. Oops. Here. You always have to hit return to make it stick. Okay, there. And then let's say I want the churros to be the most important. So I'll make those bigger. Like that. And if you have these set up, if you have your rulers, if you don't have your rulers, you can go to View, Rulers, and then you can pull down, and that will give you these lines you can line stuff up with. See how that one on the right needs to be kind of lined. Oops. needs to be a little lower. I don't know why it's doing that. Like that. Kind of slightly covered. Oh, they're not in the middle, so can move them over. But this just gives us the advantage of being able to move them. Then when you want those to go away, you just do view extras and those go away. So now let's take on the top here and write Spain. And I don't want the writing to be the most important part. So we can leave that as white. You can tell what it is. You could do stuff. You could Here's a fun technique. Remember, we're going layers, layer style, and then stroke, and put a black stroke on that. That'll make it stand out if that's what you want to be your focal point. And so that's tutorial 4. Don't forget to save that, make a thumb with that too.